starting soon. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit, bringing entertainment to me and you. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit, it's not hard to do. Get ready because the stream is starting now.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another J Rabbit 87 stream. It's been a while, hasn't it? um, it has been a long while, but we are back, and I just gotta apologize, cause I know things have been a little bit hectic here with the schedule, with me getting a job now, um, and just everything. And I know I was supposed to be live a couple of days ago on Thursday. I was supposed to be live, but I was out getting a second vehicle. And that took a lot more time than we expected. And by the time I got home, it was just way too late to start stream. So, and I just haven't had a chance to stream again. Unfortunately, Pokemon is going to have to take a back seat um, for a while, actually. For a long while. I don't think we're going to get another Pokemon stream until May. So, I do apologize for all of my Pokemaniacs out there. But, excuse me. We are getting the RWF train a moving. We have three shows, counting this one, until our big Rabbit Mania, where we wrap up 2K24, and before we end up moving to 2K25. So we are having that. Also, we have new artwork down below, as you can see. So yeah, gotta thank the guy for doing that. His name is Aman or Amon Wolf. I think is how you pronounce his name, Amon. But yeah, thanks to him for the new picture and the new artwork. Let's go ahead, and speaking of all of that, let's go ahead and get into our commands, and then I'll get into tonight's card and everything, all the storylines and everything. So, as always, we are sponsored by our Lord, and I spelled that wrong. We are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly. We want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all of the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves. We also want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joins me today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me. Of course, a huge thank you also goes to our supporters, who I will name individually at the end of stream. Mary Kay! If you haven't gotten your Mary Kay yet, feel free to grab that link right there to browse all the wonderful products that Mary Kay has in store for you. And if you happen to have any questions about the product, or if you're interested in becoming a consultant yourself, well, my wonderful wife, Firebird 10, is a Mary Kay consultant, and you can also use that link to contact her with any questions that you may have about either thing. Discord. We have one of those. If you have not joined our Discord and you would like to, my wife has just posted a link into the chat. Feel free to grab that link and come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are announced, decisions are decided, discussions are discussed, chats are chatted, wrestling results are resulted, and we just love to have you there. Another place that we love to have you is over on YouTube. If you'd like to check out our past live streams or our highlight videos, feel free to grab that link and join us over in the land of YouTube. Since it is all free and it's another way to help support, I do ask that you give the channel a subscribe, you hit that bell icon to keep yourself notified, give the videos a like, give them a comment. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you just want to see our highlight videos, well, you can find those over on TikTok. You can find that by searching JRabbit87 or by using that link that I just posted in chat. Again, since it is all free and another way to help support, I do ask that you give the channel a follow, you like those videos, and also give them a comment because comments are also good for the TikTok algorithm.
Love you.
Love you.
Y'all have fun.
Have a good night, baby. Last but not least are ways that you can help support the stream at this very moment if you would like to do so. Always keep in mind that nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, more information on how you can help the stream is in the chats. Alright. Now, I'm also quite excited because this is going to be the first RWF stream where I have the new double screens. So instead of having the card blocking my view of chat, I actually have my wrestling card that I have on the other screen. So I can look at it while also seeing all of you guys in chat and not have to look at my phone to do that. So, with that, tonight, as always, we have 10 amazing action-packed matches for you. We are starting things off with with JBL versus the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Now, I'm going to do things a little bit different than I've been doing it in the past. Instead of going over the entire card and then going over each individual storylines, I'm going to do it one at a time. So I'm not going to tell you what the rest of the card is, just to make things a little bit more exciting for you guys. And let me know if you prefer the other style where I do the whole card. Let me know and I'll do whichever is better for you guys, because I want you guys to be the most entertained that you can be. For tonight, I'm going to do this though. So, our first match of the evening is JBL versus Ted DiBiase. If you have been following this channel, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, has reinvented his Money Incorporated stable, bringing in the likes of JBL, Shane McMahon, Cameron Grimes, and at one point in time, Happy Corbin, Baron Corbin. Now, Baron Corbin was the first one to leave the group. And we have seen Money Incorporated here and there since then. They are also, of course, former RWF Tag Team Champions in their own right. Happy Corbin and Cameron Grimes were Tag Team Champions. And after that, we really haven't seen much until until Farouk worked out a deal so JBL would return to Farouk as part of the APA for Farouk to try to become RWF Heavyweight Champion. Unfortunately for Farouk, this did not work out in his favor, and JBL returned to being, well, JBL, the money-hungry guy that we know him. Well, JBL has actually gone on record now as saying he doesn't care about the money. He wants to be with his friend. He wants to make money beating people up. He wants to drink beer and play poker, and he's done with Money Incorporated. Last week we saw him and Farouk, unfortunately, a losing effort against Cameron Grimes and Shane McMahon. This week, JBL has challenged the head honcho of Money Incorporated himself, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, to a one-on-one match. Now, I do need to make sure that I do say that even though Ted DiBiase is the current $1 Million Champion, his title will not be on the line. But this match is happening, and it is happening coming up next. Here he comes, the leader of of Money Incorporated, Ted DiBiase. Him and Money Incorporated have already made Baron Corbin pay for turning on them. Now they plan to do the same to JBL.
His opponent from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL.
And here he comes, JBL. Bradshaw reigniting permanently with his old-time buddy, Farouk. To reform the Acolytes Protection Agency, APA. And this match is underway, and Ted DiBiase looking for the first. Oh no, JBL able to reverse and get the first hit in, but that is not stopping Ted DiBiase going for an early pin here. Only a 1 count. Kung Fu Cobra, my good friend Mabruda from Anuda Muda. If I don't know if you're here for the opening, I'm doing tonight's card a little bit differently. If you prefer, I am asking my entire chat if you guys prefer the way I have been doing it to how I'm doing it tonight. Please let me know, because I want to do it the best way that entertains you guys the best. These two now fighting on the outside of the ring. And, oh, right to bury the barricade. Also, my brood, I hope you are having a good day today. And then I thank you for being here. And now Ted DiBiase going for a power bomb. And right on the outside. Oh, and a swing. Either way is fine. I like the dependability of the old way, but the new way makes a lot of sense too. I feel like the new way I have more ability to focus on the stories, but the other way does kind of like, if there's, it lets you be like, oh, well, I'm excited for that match. My day has been up and down, but it has been good for the most part. Hope your day was good. Yeah, today has been great. Uh-oh. Figure 4 leg lock by the $1 Million Man. But JBL able to get out of it. These two also have a gentleman's agreement. That is why neither one of them have any of their stable mates at ringside at the moment. Fair, maybe try the new way for a few weeks and see how the show's energy feels. Fair enough. And JBL with the power. Reversal. And JBL going for his power bomb. But Ted DiBiase able to reverse out of it. Nice. These two go back to the outside. A little bit of taunting there by JBL. Oh, big splash. And JBL looking for a cover now. Early kick out though. Only a 1 count. Oh, clothesline from hell. But DiBiase right back up. Looking for a cover now. And a kick out of 2. JBL going for it. No. Reversed into a DDT by the $1 Million Man. And now a reversal by JBL. And there's the $1 Million Dream. But JBL able to get out of it. And now JBL with a sleeper hold of his own. Will this be it for the $1 Million Man? No. DiBiase able to fight out of it. And now the power of DiBiase on display here. Oh, a swinging neckbreaker by the $1 Million Man. I'm looking for a cover. And that was enough.
Here is your winner, John Layfield, JBL.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now have our first match underway there. With JBL getting a massive bit of revenge against his former manager, I guess, Ted DiBiase. Not the result I wanted, but needless to say, that match was money. Very fair, very, very fair. Also, I want to let everybody know that there is I'm going to take this time to say that there is an updated schedule on the Discord for what or when we are going to be streaming. It is also on Twitch. You can find that under the schedule tab on my Twitch channel. So, yeah, and Rabbit Mania is going to be April 27th, which is going to be a Sunday. So, yeah, we are leading up to Rabbit Mania. And with that said, that leads us into our next match. As you guys know, Chelsea Green was able to successfully win the RWF Women's European Championship at Elimination Chamber. And last week, Tamina was able to win an 8-woman over the top rope battle royal to earn the right to face Chelsea Green at Rabbit Mania. Well, we start to see just how well Tamina can handle herself against Chelsea. And that starts tonight as Tamina teams up with Nia Jax to take on Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Coming up next.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, Nia Jax and Tamina, the Bloodline.
Here they come, representing the Bloodline. The female version of the Bloodline. Tamina and Nia Jax, to the most imposing women on the roster.
It's Chelsea. And their opponents, the team of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
And what an interesting night these two had at Elimination Chamber. One went in as champion and lost, and one walked in without a championship and won. That's right. Chelsea Green walked into the actual Elimination Chamber and walked out the new Women's European Champion. Meanwhile, Piper Niven later in the night would walk in as Women's Champion and walk out without her title. Interesting to note here, it's going to be Tamina and Piper Niven starting things out. Sorry about that. I was looking at a message in our Discord. Tamina trying to get a early victory here, but Piper Niven able to kick out. And I gotta say, the Bloodline not looking intimidated at all, even though they are in there with a former women's champion and current women's European champion. Piper Niven putting the hurt to Tamina. Tag out to Chelsea. Yeah, I'm not going to do that every time. I'm sorry. I'm just not. And these two, of course, will be battling at Rabit Mania as Chelsea defends the title against Tamina. But it looks like Nia is going to get a little bit of chance to do some work here as she gets tagged in and immediately tags right back in to do some double team maneuvers, perhaps trying to soften Chelsea up before Rabit Mania. But Chelsea able to hold her own here, at least for the time being. Chelsea trying to do a little bit of running away, and now Tamina is not where she wants to be in the corner of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Oh, big reversal, and Tamina taking control of this match. The tag out to Nia Jax. Oh, knocking Piper Niven off the side. Okay, that was funny. Chelsea somehow able to keep her own here and into a cover. Only a 1 count. A reversal by Nia Jax. Tag to Tamina, little double team action. Good teamwork by the Bloodline. Little taunting by Tamina, and Chelsea taking advantage. You can't blame her. Tamina back in control. Tag out to Nia Jax, and scoop and a slam, and Nia's gonna jump from the top rope. Oh, big splash on poor little Chelsea. But Piper Niven breaks the pin up at 1. I honestly don't know how that didn't knock Chelsea out. The tag back to Tamina. Going for a big move, but Chelsea able to get out of it. A big reversal there by Tamina. Now just using her long legs to choke Chelsea Green. Just damaging the champion into a comer. Oh, barely a kick out, but it was a kick out, and Tamina does not look happy. Chelsea trying to drag herself over to Piper, and Tamina not allowing it to happen. Chelsea gets a reversal, but only to be reversed back by Tamina. Ooh, reversal, and Chelsea Green gets a German suplex. And Chelsea finally able to get to her partner. Piper Niven gets back into this. And it looks like we're going to take things outside. Also, for all of our fans of the Slim Jim, our partnership with Slim Jim does end in April, so starting May, you will not be able to see the giant Slim Jim anymore. Oh, massive super kick. These two battling here on the outside. Of course, there is no countouts, disqualifications. There's none of that here. But they can still win if they can manage to knock the person out. Farewell, Slim Jim, we barely knew ye. And there's, oh no, Piper was going for the Piper driver, but Tamina able to reverse it into a back suplex. Tamina in full control. Tag out to Nia Jax. Now Piper Niven doing some damage to Tamina, but took her eyes off of Nia, who is the legal woman. These two ladies fighting, trying to get a little bit of momentum for their tag team partners here tonight. Ooh, Samoan drop by Nia Jax. But Piper Niven able to show her power as well. Oh, big crossbody into the cover. And a kick out of two. Oh, stop sign to the head. And there's a tag out to Chelsea Green. hits the Rough Rider. Going for a cover. Oh, easy kick out there by Nia Jax. Chelsea actually in control of this match. There's tag team action here as a tag out to Piper Niven. But now it's Nia Jax. Use a big clothesline. Looking for a cover. And Chelsea Green able to break up the pinfall before even a 1 count. Tag out to Tamina. This is the kind of action that you're only going to get here in RWF. Tamina and Piper Niven now. And Piper driver on the outside of the ring. But it was not enough to knock out Tamina. So this match continues. Just another reason why RWF is the place to be for the best in wrestling entertainment. There's a tag out to Nia Jax. Nia Jax setting up for the Annihilator. Oh, she hits it into the cover. Oh, and somehow Piper Niven kicks out at 2. Nia Jax just tossing Piper Niven around.
Ooh, piece of candy.
The tag
Ooh, piece of candy.
to Tamina. Welcome, NT. I hope you have had a good day. Thank you for being here. And there is
Ooh,
the
piece of
knockout.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Here are your winners, Nia Jax and Tamina, the Bloodline.
Thank you. You're welcome. Big victory here by the Bloodline. Tamina getting a little bit of early new, but I also acknowledge this. Tamina getting a little bit of momentum towards her match, her match against Chelsea at Rabbit Mania. Oh, coming up next, we are starting our war of momentum over the women's tag team championships. The current champions, the Misfits, Cora Jade and Michin, will be putting their titles on the line at Rabbit Mania against the Pretty Mean Sisters, Carmella and Tiffany Stratton. As always, as we like to do here, we will be having the War of Momentum, where each team will be fighting in singles matches. If one of them can manage to win the War of Momentum, then that team can choose if they want to add a stipulation to the tag team title match at Rabbit Mania. And of course, if it results in a draw, the match will of course be a regular, normal RWF style tag team match. That war momentum is about to start because coming up next is Carmella versus Cora Jade.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing Pretty Mean Sisters from Staten Island, New York. The most beautiful woman in all of WWE, Carmella.
And she is Carmella, a former two-time RWF Women's Tag Team Champion, will be looking to make it a three-time.
Welcome to the generation of Jade. And representing the Misfits from Chicago, Illinois, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Cora Jade.
I could see Hannah with Carmella's entrance. Yeah, so could I. And here comes one half of the current women's tag team champions. After successfully defending their titles at Elimination Chamber, they'll be looking to do it again on the biggest stage of them all, Rabit Mania. Brie may have Cora's fair. Also, I would like to also announce that as one of my last things that I will be doing or have done here on WWE 2K24, I have made a custom Rabit Mania arena. Yay. And I am also nice. Can't wait to see. Yes, yes. Also, it is my distinct pleasure to announce that Rabit Mania will be happening from Miami, Florida. As this match continues, Cora Jade trying to eliminate those legs of Carmella. Carmella, oh, just the disrespect, and now these two ladies trading blows. Ooh, the 305 Miami. We got our tickets for it this evening. It's going to be great, that's for sure. And it'll be on the April 27th. Again, I apologize to all the Pokemaniacs out there, as Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu will have to take a backstage role here on our schedule and we will not have another Pokemon stream until May. And now Carmella went for her finishing submission move, but Cora Jade able to easily get to the ropes. And now Carmella to the top rope. Diving crossbody, but Cora Jade able to catch her and just scoop slam out of the thin air. Oh, went for the sliced bread, but Carmella able to reverse this time. Into a cover. Cora Jade able to kick out. Carmella sizing Cora Jade up now. Oh, and just using those long legs of hers to choke Cora Jade. Oh, now just punishing Jade. But Jade able to get back into things, at least momentarily. And now these two ladies are going to take it to the outside. Now just taunting Carmella. Dive off the top rope. She's not done here. But now, oh wow. Cora Jade stealing Carmella's finishing move. Looking to make Carmella tap out, but Carmella able to get out of it. Cora Jade in firm control. Going for the double arm DDT. She hits it into the cover. And that's it.
Here is your winner, Cora Jade.
Cora Jade able to get the first point in the war of momentum over the Women's Tag Team Championships. That was a great one. It really was. Well, next up, we're doing the same thing that we did for the women, but this time it's for the men. That's right, we're talking about the match that I have a lot invested in that will happen at Rabit Mania. It is time to start the war momentum over the men's tag team championships. And of course, the Hurt Business, MVP, and Omos will defend the RWF men's tag team championships against the newly reignited New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. And that all starts with our next match as Xavier Woods goes one-on-one with MVP.
It's a new day, yes it is.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the New Day from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, Xavier Woods.
And here he comes after having a bit of a identity crisis where he left New Day. He failed to recapture the Intercontinental title, and now he has gone back to being himself, Xavier Woods, having fun, being a part of the power of positivity, and he looks to become a two-time RWF Men's Tag Team Champion at Rabit Mania.
And his opponent, representing the Hurt Business from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 259 pounds, one half of the Men's Tag Team Champions, Mattel Vontavious Porter, MVP.
And here comes what many people are saying. Here comes one half of what many people are saying is the most dominant tag team in RWF history. They have victories over the Outsiders and the Brothers of Destruction. And not just one victory over the Brothers of Destruction, two victories over the Brothers of Destruction. But now we lead up as they face a team that many consider to be the best tag team of the modern era. And they are also former RWF Men's Tag Team Champions in their own rights, as well as Xavier Woods is a former RWF Intercontinental Champion. And we can't forget that they do have Big E on their side should they need him. Xavier Woods in firm control here, and let's just for a moment here, let's talk about what Xavier Woods has gone through these past few months. For whatever reason, Xavier Woods felt that he had been disrespected by his New Day brothers and the crowd. So instead of bringing the trombone out, it might be an early victory here. No. So, as I was saying, instead of bringing the trombone out and, oh no, play of the day is what he calls that now, into the cover, and that's it. I didn't even have a chance to talk about Xavier Woods being zero.
Here is your winner, Mattel Vontavious Porter,
MVP making quick work of Xavier Woods here tonight and gaining the first point in the war of momentum. They call him MVP for a reason. That is very, very true. Huh? Oh. Well, coming up next, we have a tag team match of interesting proportions. If you were with us last week or last RWF episode, you know that we had kind of a random pairing in our number one contendership over the men's tag team championships when Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis kind of randomly teamed up together after they had randomly teamed up with Uncle Howdy before. Well, a legitimate tag team, A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, well, they have an issue that Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis just got a tag team title opportunity when they didn't. And Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis aren't even a real tag team. So, A-Town Down Under has called out Joe and Dexter to face them in tag team action tonight. And that match is coming up next.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 426 pounds, the team of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
And here they come, A-Town Down Under. They do have a bit of, many people do believe that they have a legitimate claim here. While they are a legitimate tag team, Joe and Dexter really haven't been a part of the tag team division. They even entered separately last RWF. Oh, wait. That's Bray Wyatt's music.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 479 pounds, Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis, the Fallen.
Well, apparently Joe Gacy and Dexter have become a tag team and have decided to call themselves the Fallen. Perhaps perhaps Bray Wyatt has his hooks in them. Oh no, a town may be going way down under after this. With that, betting has started. a strange pairing of Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis. And in all honesty, I'm going to break back the curtain here. This is just me getting you guys prepared for the Wyatt 6. So they will not keep the name The Fallen when we move to 2K25, but for right now, they are The Fallen. Definitely love this path for Joe and Loomis. Yeah. I'm glad. Grayson Waller and Joe Gacy starting this match out. The tag out to Dexter Loomis. Oh. Massive right hand there. Or left hand there. A surprising turn of events. Grayson Waller in full control, and there's a tag out to Austin Theory. The mind games of the Fallen might just be null and void here, but as I say that, Dexter Loomis finally starts getting a head of steam here. Swing and a miss. And now Dexter Loomis tags into Joe Gacy. Little tag team action here. Good teamwork by the Fallen. Oh, massive back suplex by Gacy. Running kick there. Smart by Gacy and Loomis to isolate Theory and keep him away from his corner. But now Theory able to get in a little bit of revenge. Looking for a cover. Not even a 1 count though. There's a tag out to Dexter Loomis. Dexter Loomis, not only is he a former RWF Intercontinental Champion, he was the very first ever RWF Intercontinental Champion. And tag back out to Joe Gacy. Massive pump handle kick there. Massive clotheslines there by Gacy, just punishing Austin Theory. Theory finally able to reverse, perhaps. No, Gacy with a reversal and a wow, discus clothesline. But there is a tag to Grayson Waller. Reversal as Waller tries to get back into this. Big scoop and a slam, but there's a tag to Loomis. Oh, massive Thez press there by Loomis. Looking for a cover. Only a 1 count. Oh, now he's got him in this submission hold, but Austin Theory stops it, and then now looking for a cover. Oh, kick out at 2. Now a little showboating by Dexter Loomis. Reversal by Grayson Waller, who now turns his attention to Gacy. And that was enough for Loomis to get back in control. Only momentarily as Waller hits the stunner into the cover. Oh, close count, but only 2. Tag out to Austin Theory, who gets hit with a Thez press by Dexter Loomis. Oh, and Waller from behind. But now Loomis back in control, but Theory able to get out of the, and now looking for a submission hold. But Dexter Loomis able to power out. Dexter sending Austin Theory into the corner. And just chunks Austin Theory to the outside of the ring. Spinebuster here on the outside. Tag out back to Joe Gacy, who misses a drop kick. Big scoop and a slam by Theory. Oh, now just puts the boots to Gacy. Tag back out to Grayson Waller. Waller in firm control at the moment, takes his eyes off of Gacy momentarily to take out Loomis, and now focuses back on Gacy with a backbreaker into a cover, but easy 1 count. Gacy able to get the shoulder up. There's the tag to Austin Theory, who gets hit with a big clothesline by Gacy into a cover. And a kick out of 2. Gacy cannot believe it. He thought this one was over. Oh, reversal into a small package. Oh, close count, but still just a kick out of 2. Nice DDT there by Gacy. Looking for another cover. And again, Austin Theory able to kick out at 2. You see the frustration. You can see the frustration starting to build up in Joe Gacy. Reversal by Theory, who hits that low blow, taking advantage of the no disqualification, going for the cover, but Dexter Lumis saves the matchup. Gacy trying to get back in control here, is able to tag back out to Dexter Lumis. Oh, gets hit with the meat stick. Fastball punch. Now Lumis working on the legs of Grayson Waller. So he's going for that submission move, but Waller able to get out of it. Massive combination there by Grayson. I got to give props where props are due. Waller and Theory are not letting the mind games of the Fallen get to them and are putting on quite a competition here. And of course the Fallen are just taking it right to Waller and Theory as well, almost like they're not even really concerned with getting a victory. They just want to punish them. Tag back to Austin Theory. Massive float over DDT. Looking for a pinfall. And a kick out at 2. A-Town Down Under may win this, but that's just a theory. Tag back to Grayson Waller. And now Lumis looking to do a back suplex on the side of the ring. Big spine buster by Dexter Lumis to Grayson Waller here on the outside of the ring. And now he turns his attention to Grayson Waller, to Austin Theory. Gonna give him a back suplex for good measure. Sending Waller into Simba the steel steps. These two battling on the outside, each man trying to just do as much damage as they can. And there's the knockout.
Here are your winners, the team of Austin
massive victory here tonight. What? Massive victory here tonight by A-Town Down Under. And unfortunately, not a great debut for the official tag team of the Fallen. Well, no time to mourn on that. Coming up next, we return to the war of momentum over the Women's Tag Team Championships. Coming up next is Tiffany Stratton versus Michin.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing Pretty Mean Sisters from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Here she is, one half of Pretty Mean Sisters. Oops.
And representing the Misfits from Fontana, California, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Michin.
Of course, Michin looking to follow her tag team partner and make this a clean sweep here tonight, which would leave them in a 2-0 advantage leading into the next show. Tiffany Stratton trying to start things off strong, but Michin able to get in a reversal. Of course, like I said, Michin is wanting to get the victory to make it 2-0, but Tiffany Stratton is wanting to get it maybe even a little bit more, so that way it ties things up 1-1. These ladies are going to do everything that they can here tonight to get that point in the War of Momentum. Let's talk about the Pretty Mean Sisters here for a moment. They shocked everybody when we opened our doors after after we had to close. When we reopened our doors, we held a 8 tag team tournament to crown new RWF Women's Tag Team Champions, and Tiffany Stratton and Carmella shocked the world when they revealed not only were they forming a tag team, but they were actually long lost sisters. Now Tiffany Stratton going for a pinfall, but only got a 2 count. They were long lost sisters, and they were going to call themselves the Pretty Mean Sisters because they were pretty, they're mean, and they're sisters. And not only did they shock everybody by doing all of this, but they would actually go on to win that 8 tag team tournament to become the brand new RWF Women's Tag Team Champions. Then they would lose their titles to Damage Control, only for a breach in clause because Bayley was ringside when she was not allowed at ringside. Damage Control were then stripped of the titles, and the titles were given back to Pretty Mean Sisters, making them 2-time RWF Women's Tag Team Champions. And of course now they have an opportunity to gain a 3rd title reign. On the opposite side, you have Meechin and Cora Jade, who were both pretty good fan favorites, but they felt that they weren't given the opportunities that they felt they deserved, so they turned their backs on the fans. Oh, and this match could be over. And there it is, tying things up.
Here is your winner, Tiffany Stratton.
All right. Oh yeah, it's Tiffy time, y'all. Tiffany Stratton able to tie up the War of Momentum 1-2-1. Well, next up, we get back to the War of Momentum over the Men's Tag Team Championships. Coming up next, it is Kofi Kingston versus Omos.
It's a new day, yes it is!
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the New Day from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 212 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston has a giant task ahead of him here tonight.
And his opponent, representing the Hurt Business from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 400 pounds, one half of the men's tag team champions, the Nigerian Giant, Omos!
And the Nigerian Giant Omos looking to make short work of Kofi Kingston, just like MVP did earlier with Xavier Woods. And much like before, if Kofi Kingston can somehow manage to topple the Nigerian Giant, then he will tie up the War Momentum 1-1. But if Omos is able to squish the High Flyer, then he will make the War Momentum 2-0. And to just kind of put that in perspective for you guys, if Omos wins here tonight, that means that if the New Day want any chance of tying up the War Momentum, they would have to win both of their matches the next RWF show. With that said, our next RWF show, our next stream as a matter of fact, will be April 16th at a special start time of 3 p.m. Kofi Kingston taken to the skies. That's exactly what you got to do against the Giant, looking for a cover, but easily kicks out at one. Oh, and almost just swats Kofi away. Oh no, Kofi Kingston with the SOS into the cover. Oh, and a kick out at 2. Oh, and there's MVP's music. But I don't see MVP anywhere. Oh, and almost taking advantage of the distraction. And somehow Kofi is able to kick out at 2. Kofi Kingston using a springboard to take the big man down. Oh, trouble in paradise. Looking for the cover. And he did it. somehow, some way, Kofi Kingston has toppled the Nigerian giant. And has tied up the war momentum. 1, 2, 1. Well, ladies and gentlemen, off of that bit of positivity, we go into one of the most interesting situations I think we have ever seen in our WF history. For those of you who have been following, you know that Tony Marcus Jones was gone, our president, Tony Marcus Jones was gone from RWF for about a month after being stuffed into a casket by The Undertaker. And now that he has returned, he has made a few things that have changed. And actually, tonight he has given Kane, Undertaker, and Honky Tonk Man the night off, so none of them will be featured on tonight's show. But one thing that he did wrong was what the situation over the women's championship. Let me take you back to Rabit Mania. In the women's Rabit Rumble match, Cindy of the Rockers would go on to defeat 29 other women to win the Rabit Rumble and gain the ability to challenge the women's champion at Rabit Mania. Well, at Elimination Chamber, we saw a brand new champion be crowned with Lita becoming the champion. And then immediately the next night, Tony, with all of the business that he's having to do, completely 100% forgot that Cindy won that opportunity. And he put together an 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royal to crown a #1 contender for Lita's women's championship. And that battle royal was ultimately won by Bayley. Well, this caused a bit of controversy because when he realized his mistake, it really did put a lot of questions in there because, well, Cindy already earned the opportunity, and now Bayley has earned the opportunity. So, Tony Marcus Jones, in an effort to make amends, sat down in a meeting with Lita, Bayley, and Cindy to discuss what should happen. Whether they wanted to do a triple threat match, if Cindy and Bayley would like a one-on-one match, or what happens. And it seemed like a triple threat match was going to be on the table until Dakota Kai, Fanny, and Trish Stratus would make their way into the meeting. And if you don't know, those are the tag team partners of the 3 women. They would make their way into the meeting with Trish Stratus immediately talking about how unfair it was that Lita has to defend her title against 2 challengers, with Lita quickly siding with her tag team partner. And Dakota Kai and Fanny getting into it because Dakota Kai feels that Bayley, that Cindy can't get the job done, and that's why Bayley should be the one to challenge for the title. With, of course, Fanny being like, being like, no, Cindy won a match that you were even a part of. You were, Dakota, and you didn't win. Bailey didn't win. Cindy defeated 29 other women. This ended up in a brawl. LOL. Into a brawl until finally, Peace was able. Fanny says this is the outrage of 87. Finally, Tony Marcus Jones was able to get everybody to calm down momentarily. And Tony Jones says he will make this right, and he will make an official decision next RWF. But for tonight, you're not wrong. For tonight, he has booked a very interesting match since they all want to seem to get their hands on each other. They're going to get just that. Because coming up next, it is a triple threat. Falls Count Anywhere Tornado Tag Team match between Damage Control, the Trailblazers, and the Rockers.
Damage control. Yeah. The following contest is a triple threat tag team match. Making her way to the ring, Bailey and Dakota Kai. Damage control.
And here they come. Bailey even repping her Damage Control gear to show that she is her and Dakota are indeed a team. I'm assuming either one of you guys are going to vote for the Rockers. So I'm going to make one account vote for the Trailblazers and one vote for Damage Control. Just do. here they come, Cindy and Fanny the Rockers. They claim, of course, that Cindy is the rightful one to get the challenge because she did indeed win the Rabbit Rumble. Love the Rockers' entrance and song so much. It's so fitting. I am so glad you like them.
And the women's champions, Lita and Trish Stratus, the Trailblazers.
And here come the Trailblazers. Lita, together they are former RWF Women's Tag Team Champions, and I want to say that they were the very first ever RWF Women's Tag Team Champions. And of course, Lita, a former, she is now not only is she the current Women's Champion, but she is also a two-time Women's Champion. And of course, Trish Stratus, a former Women's European Champion in her own right. Did someone call my name? This match is underway. All 6 of these ladies have been looking to get their hands on each other. This, of course, is a Falls Count Anywhere match. And it is tornado tag, so they do not have to tag each other. The match can be won by pinfall, submission, or knockout, and any of that can happen anywhere in the arena. This is one of those matches that is just so hard to call because there's so much action going on at once. A reminder that next RWF show, Tony Marcus Jones has said that he will have an official statement, an official decision on what will happen over the state of the match that will happen at Rabbit Mania for the Women's Championship. Well, remember, we still got 2 more matches to go after this. Power bomb there by Fanny. And there's a knockout.
Here are your winners, Lena and Trish Stratus, the Trailblazers.
The current women's champion and her tag team partner gaining a big victory here tonight. Obligatory, surprisingly quick match of the night, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is our semi-main event of the evening. And another interesting situation here. So if you were with us last week... Huh? Oh, skull. If you were with us last week, you know that... Actually, hold up just a second. I want to make sure I did something. I'm sorry. Okay, I did. Okay. Sorry. I should have made sure this was done beforehand, but I didn't. Okay. So, now. And there's ads. I don't think anybody has actual ads. So, if you were with us last RWF, Bray Wyatt shocked everybody by finally defeating Bobby Lashley to become, no ads for me, yay, to become the brand new Pure Honor champion. In that same night, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, won an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to become the new #1 contender to Bray Wyatt's Pure Honor Championship. And in a shocking move, the first thing that Drew did is he went to social media and he called Bray out. Put simply, he said, I know that you're about mind games, and you think that your mind games are going to work against me, but they're not. And to show you that I'm not playing around and that they're not going to work on me, I'm not just calling Bray Wyatt out to face me in a non-title match one-on-one next week. No, I want the Fiend. I want him to come and face me. And apparently, the Fiend has said yes. Because that match is coming up next. Also, a slight little hiccup. You're going to see it say WWE Champion, and I think it's going to refer to him as like the Universal Champion or so. Don't pay attention to that, please. Just think in your head the announcer's saying Pure Honor. And here he comes, the number one contender for the Pure Honor Championship. Here he comes, the current Pure Honor champion. Although that's not the Pure Honor Championship belt that we're used to seeing. The belt is tripping me out. Perhaps the darkest version of Bray Wyatt. That lantern is also quite disturbing. Yes, it is. I will say I'm a little surprised we are seeing this Fiend and not the even more dark Fiend that we saw at one point in time. I miss the Fiend so much, right? Me too. Yeah. Me three. And Scott Hall. Why did I say Scott? Drew McIntyre not showing any fear here against the Fiend, which is the point of him even calling the Fiend out. He wants to prove that he can beat Bray Wyatt and he's not going to succumb to all the mind games that Bray has. Bray Wyatt has been craving the Pure Honor Championship, has been doing everything in his power to win it, and has always fallen short, except for when he finally was able to get one last chance against Bobby Lashley, and he was able to get it, and now he is our Pure Honor Champion. Which means Bray Wyatt has now held the RWF Heavyweight, Intercontinental, and Pure Honor Championship. Which means that if he ever loses this belt, if he somehow gets the United States and the tag team, he will be a Grand Slam champion. Which I don't think we have one of those yet here in RWF. And there's the spider walk. The Fiend about to set up for Sister Abigail. And he hits it. And straight into the cover. But a kick out at 2. And now these two fight to the outside of the ring. You've got to be careful here. Count out is on in this match, which means that they can lose. But honestly, I don't even know if they care about that. Each one just wanting to dish out as much damage as they possibly can. Able to get back into the ring, and there's the mandible claw. But Drew McIntyre able to battle out of it. Massive spine buster. Oh, misses the boot. You know, they call McIntyre the Scottish psychopath. You definitely have to be one. You definitely have to be a psychopath to not just call out, but really to want a match against the Fiend. But Drew showing absolutely no fear and is taking it to the Fiend. Oh, Claymore out of nowhere into the cover. And only a 2 count. Now, white noise. Drew starting to fire up here. And a second Claymore kick into the cover. And again, the Fiend kicks out at 2. And the Fiend just punishing Drew McIntyre. And you can't even feel bad. This is what Drew wanted. And there's a second mandible claw. And that's it.
Here is your winner, Bray Wyatt.
And the Fiend puts away the Scottish Warrior. Our lights have just gone out. Oh, now the Fiend, wow, all the way to the entrance ramp. The Fiend showing off his powers here at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached our main event of the evening, which is a 6-man tag team match. Now, at our last RWF show, Rey Mysterio won an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to win the #1 contendership for the RWF United States Championship, which means at Rabit Mania on the 27th, it will be the RWF United States Champion Carl Anderson defending his title against Rey Mysterio. And to start their whole thing off, Rey and Carl have agreed to let some of their friends get involved. Up next, the Latino World Order versus the OC.
If you smell what the rock is cooking. The rock says, the rock says. The rock says, the rock.
The following is a 6-man tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 540 pounds, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin White, and Rey Mysterio, the
There they come, the LWO. Led, of course, by their leader, Rey Mysterio, is Walking Wild and Cruz del Toro. Okay, hold up. No. I can't do this again. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I can't do that again. I have got to change that. That is... I'm sorry. Give me a moment here. I I'm glad we're going to 2K25 soon. I am so glad we are going to 2K25 soon. Because it's already... Alright, I just want to make sure... I'm sorry again about all this. I just want to make sure that I just can't believe that it would do that. Because what it was doing is it switched Carl Anderson and AJ Styles. So it made Carl Anderson doing all the AJ Styles stuff. And I think that that's okay. Let's try this again. You know what? Just in case, I want to make sure that I just want to make sure that their victory isn't going to do that too. I know there's some people out there that are probably like, oh, it doesn't matter. It matters to me. Okay. We're good. Let's try this again. Okay, just pretend that first time didn't happen. Here it is. Our main event betting is still open, so you can still bet. Again, I apologize about all that.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 540 pounds, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin White, and Rey Mysterio, the
Rey Mysterio being accompanied by, of course, the LWO led by their leader Rey Mysterio, the #1 contender for the United States title, alongside Cruz del Toro and Walking Wild. become the quote-unquote original club, or OC. And just take a look at some of the things here. We got Luke Gallows, who is a former RWF Intercontinental Champion. Carl Anderson, the current RWF United States Champion. And of course, AJ Styles, who is simply phenomenal. And this match is underway with Carl Anderson and Walking Wild starting things off here. This is, of course, our main event of the evening.
That's a good tag.
A reminder that April 16th is our next event. Our next live stream, which will also be a RWF, and it will have a special start time of 3 p.m. Central Time. There's a tag to Rey Mysterio. Some teamwork by the LWO. Into a cover. Oh, Rey Mysterio taking out the referee with that bump. Perhaps got a little bit too careless with his Lucha Libre style as Luke Gallows tries to get back into this match. And now Luke Gallows is trying to punish Rey Mysterio. Looking for a cover. Only a 1 count. Bonk. And now Gallows focusing on the other members of the LWO. Ooh, backbreaker as the big LG goes to work on the little RM. Massive clothesline by Luke. Looking for another cover. And this time, it's broken up by Walking Wild. A tag out to Carl Anderson. Uh-oh. They're going for the Magic Killer. And they hit it, a tag team finishing move into a cover. And this time, it's Cruz del Toro who breaks up the pinfall. Now Carl Anderson and Rey Mysterio in the ring. These two, of course, will meet at Rabit Mania. And from what I understand, this is just a friendly competition right now, as a tag to AJ Styles and a tag to Walking Wild. There is, from what I understand, there is no beef between Ray and Carl or any members of the LWO and the OC. There's just a bit of friendly competition as Ray and Carl both look to gain a little bit of momentum heading to Rabit Mania. And as much as we love when there is personal beef and all that, there is nothing wrong with just some good old-fashioned sportsmanship. AJ starting to work on the leg. A tag back to Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson won the United States title against Jey Uso, and he has of course successfully defended it against Dude Love, looking to make it a second successful title defense at the grandest stage of them all, Rabit Mania, when he takes on perhaps when he takes on the man that is considered to be the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio. These two fighting here on the outside of the ring. Now Walking Wild turning his attention to the other members of the OC. Nice jumping Hurricanrana. Tag out to Cruz del Toro. Uh-oh. Oh, missing the dive to the outside of the ring. Carl Anderson trying to take advantage now. Kendo stick in hand. And I believe that may have busted open Del Toro. And that may have just fired up Cruz into a cover. Only a 1 count. The tag out to Luke Gallows. Looking to use his power to his advantage here. Ooh, flippity dude all day by Cruz del Toro. Tag to AJ Styles. Teamwork here. Nice back body drop, neck breaker combination. And there's a tag to Rey Mysterio. And Rey setting up for the destroyer. He does, he hits it. now going to go to the outside of the ring. And AJ Styles takes advantage with a neckbreaker. Massive shot to the leg, and now Styles setting up for the Styles Clash. He hits it into a cover, and Walking Wild taking out the referee and saving this matchup for the LWO. Beautiful head scissors by Ray into a cover. Only got a 1 count. Rey Mysterio in firm control of this match at the moment. A tag out to Walking Wild. Beautiful, beautiful Hurricanrana. Looking for a cover. And a kick out at 1. Side Russian leg sweep into the rings of Saturn, or a version of it, but Luke Gallows saves the matchup for his team. They tag out to Cruz del Toro. AJ Styles taking it to Cruz del Toro, and now tag out to Big Luke Gallows. There's a tag to Carl Anderson. Uh-oh. Looks like they're going for the Magic Killer a second time. They hit it into a cover. And Rey Mysterio saves the match. Nice springboard kick by Del Toro. There's that kick, running kick by Carl Anderson into a cover, and a kick out at 2. And now Anderson, and there's the knockout.
Here are your winners, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and AJ Styles, the OC.
A massive win there for the OC. As we close this out, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show for the evening. I hope you all have enjoyed tonight's RWF. Again, I have to apologize for anybody who is expecting Pokemon or wanting Pokemon. I also apologize because Pokemon will have to go on a break. There will not be a Pokemon stream until May. And that's assuming I can even do it in May. Um, but for RWF, we are going strong, and we are on the road, the final road to Rabbit Mania, which will happen April 27th. As always, again, remember that our next stream will be April 16th, which will be a Wednesday. We have a special start time of 3 p.m. Central Time, and of course, it will be our next episode of the Rabbit Wrestling Federation as we continue our stories to Rabbit Mania. As of tonight, though, let's go ahead and get into our commands, and I will let you guys go for the evening. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly. We want to make sure that we return His blessings by giving Him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that He rightfully deserves. We also want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joined me today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me. Of course, a huge thank you also goes to our supporters, starting with my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebird10, our amazing friends, Nick, T, and Danny, our subscriber, Dylan Taylor, the guys who've bought video games for me to play for y'all, Sean and Steve, and the 2 digital artists responsible for our artwork, Z-Fire Incorporated, and Amon Wolf of CNH Podcast. Thank you guys so much for everything. And if you're wondering, Z-Fire Incorporated, Amon Wolf. Those are the ones who did our artwork, and I am so very appreciated. Mary Kay. If you haven't gotten your Mary Kay in yet, feel free to grab that link there to browse all the wonderful products that Mary Kay has in store for you to purchase. If you have any questions about any of the products, or if you would like information about becoming a consultant yourself, feel free to use that link to contact my hashtag wonderful wife Firebird10, who is a Mary Kay consultant, and she'll be able to answer any of those questions that you may have. And if she doesn't, she'll be able to find out. Discord. We have one of those. If you have not joined our Discord and you would like to, feel free to grab that link right there and come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are announced, important discussions are discussed, decisions are decided, wrestling results are resulted, chats are chatted, and we just love to have you there. Another place that we'd love to have you is over on YouTube. If you'd like to check out our past live streams or our highlight videos, feel free to grab that link right there and come join us over in the land of YouTube. Now, since it is all free and it is another way that you can help support me, I do ask that you give the YouTube channel a subscribe, click that bell icon to keep yourself notified, leave a like on the videos, leave a comment on the videos, because comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. If you would just like to see our highlight videos, well, you can find those over on TikTok. You can find us there by searching at JRabbit87 or just JRabbit87. You can also click that link that I posted in chat. Feel free to come join us in the land of TikTok, and if you don't mind, again, since it is all free and it's a way to help support, please give the channel a follow, give those videos a like and a comment as well, because comments are also good for the TikTok algorithm. Last but not least are ways that you can help support the stream if you would like to do so. Always keep in mind that nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, more information on how you can help the stream is listed in the chat, so feel free to read that and do what you can. With that, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys will join me on the 16th, but for tonight, I am JRabbit87, and I hope you all have a very good